Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Odoo webinar for partners. We are live on YouTube now, and I am so excited to be presenting for you today. My name is Bianca Aguilera, and I am an account executive for the North American Canada region. I am based out of the San Francisco office, and today I have my colleagues Jimmy and JC here live who will be helping me answer some questions in the YouTube channel. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to just type them up and they'll help answer them right away, or we'll get back to you after the presentation. I'm also interested to see where you are joining us from. So if you haven't already, please introduce yourself in the chatter. Let us know your location, and hopefully we can connect in the near future. So as I was mentioning, my name is Bianca and I am located here in the San Francisco office. Part of my job is to help potential partners like you to understand Odoo's products, services, how to become a partner and monetize. And what I like most about my role here at Odoo is that I get to connect with so many different people, teach them about Odoo, and help them navigate their business to the next level. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our agenda for today. So we have a short agenda. The presentation should take no more than 20 minutes, if that, but we will be going over Odoo's history, give you a quick backstory of how it all began. I will review our ecosystem, and most importantly, I will be telling you how our partners play a huge role in our ecosystem. I will also be sharing the benefits of becoming a partner and how you can monetize from them. And lastly, we will review the requirements for the partnerships. Okay. So about Odoo. Odoo might be something new for a lot of our users, but it has been around for 16 years. Odoo started as a community product back in 2005 known as Tiny ERP, with a vision that it would change the enterprise world. Later, we became known as Open ERP, and in 2008, we became Odoo as we know it today. Fabian Pinkers is our CEO and founder. He started the company with the mission to help organizations grow by empowering users with tools that they love, in turn unleashing a company's potential. We think businesses' software should cover complex needs without being complicated. Our mission is to provide software that is intuitive, full-featured, tightly integrated, effortless to upgrade, all while running smoothly for every business and every user. So Odoo is a global company. Our exponential technology allowed us to move to newer markets and propose a product that disrupts existing open source ERPs, or players, if you will. In the US, we have offices in San Francisco and New York. And I didn't mention this earlier, but we were founded in Brussels in Belgium. And we do have a lot of our developers in Belgium and in India. But here in the US, our main offices are located in San Francisco and New York, as I mentioned. We have developed 30 main applications, which are regularly upgraded. In addition, our community of more than 1,500 active members have contributed another 20,000 plus apps to cover a wide variety of business needs. With the on-premise offer that Odoo has become the most installed business software in the world. It is used by over 5 million users worldwide, ranging from companies with one user to large enterprises with over 300,000 users. So as you can see, the company has grown exponentially since it was founded in 2005. For Odoo's ecosystem, it is made up of 4 different pillars. So we have Odoo Core. So Odoo Core would be corporate offices or developers, and Odoo is absolutely focused on R&D. Creating new functionalities, adding new features for the end user is really what we're focusing on and prioritize. Then we have our Odoo community. Odoo community refers to a group of more than 21,000 individuals who give us direct feedback. And this feedback can range from things like bug fixes, security issues, even just giving us an idea of what's going on in the market. And then again, this is all transferred back to Odoo's core, and it helps us determine where to focus our R&D and future developments. Thirdly, we have our Odoo partners. This is where you would come in. One of the most crucial elements, we consider you one of our most crucial elements because of the customization to the end user is what essentially makes Odoo great at the end of the day. Without our partners, we're not able to have access to such a large population of clients, and therefore we rely heavily on our partners and also make ourselves available to you to ensure that you have a seamless implementation process and relationship with your end client. And lastly, we have our clients. Although they're fourth here on my ecosystem, at the end of the day, they are the top priority and the number one in our ecosystem because the end user and their experience and functionality is a core focus of everyone at Odoo. 3 pillars. Without the end client, I don't think Odoo would be where it is today, and you wouldn't be here seeking a partnership. So we really value the relationships from our clients and our partners. So now moving on to our unique value proposition. As we discussed, Odoo is fairly new, and we have heard that it's very well integrated within its platform. But just to kind of take things back a little here. I'm sure you have all had experience, just like I have had, working for other companies where in order to complete one task, you have to use several different platforms and maybe have up to 9-10 users and passwords to remember. And this slide here just pretty much tells you that on an average, companies have 14 different applications to manage their business. And it essentially ends up looking like this. So before you can complete a certain task, you have to enter similar data in 4 different platforms, making your processes a lot more repeatedly, maybe not being as efficient and productive as you should be throughout your day. And of course, it's not cost effective. Although this might work for some companies, it is complicated. Then you have to think about the fact that you're training users on 14 different platforms, creating and managing different credentials, integrating APIs, and managing these interactions takes a whole team to do. And like I said, it's not time effective and it's costly. So there's no native integration, no centralized intelligence, and hiring and training employees in different platforms does take a lot of time. So this is essentially where Odoo comes in. Odoo is considered as your all-in-one solution. It is a smooth, friendly user experience that has been built to ensure seamless adoption by every user. Even if you have those employees or those clients of yours who are, say, so used to using a platform because that's all they know or that's all they've been running their business on for the past 10 years, they can still be hesitant coming over to Odoo, but once they start using it, it'll be very easy for them to adapt to the functionalities and features because of the flexibility that Odoo brings. It helps streamline any business's operations, and we believe that fluidity and full integration covers the needs of even of the most complex companies. The flexibility of Odoo is such that apps can be added according to the growth of your company. You can add one app at a time as your needs evolve and as your customer base grows. So you don't have to dive in fully into everything Odoo, but if you do, you will have someone there to guide you through the process. And thanks to the open source community that we have, Odoo is actively maintained by a large base of developers to meet evolving customer needs and provide innovative applications throughout. This goes back to the ecosystem where we're always communicating with the end client or partners or community version to ensure that Odoo continues to improve. So let's just pause here real quick. I know I've thrown a lot of information already at you. So let's just summarize what we know so far. So number one, we know that Odoo is customizable for 2 reasons. It's modular and an open source. You decide what services you want to offer, and you get to create your own products using our source code. It is cost effective. It could be 5 times less expensive than our competitors. Number 3, it is fast to deploy. You can deploy a database in minutes and create workflows in just a few hours. It is really easy to train employees because the UI is the same across all the different modules. So everything is well integrated, and you can decide how you want to see the information list through multiple view types. So we offer Kanban views, lists, and even that just a dashboard with graphs if that's what you prefer. Number 5, our apps are well integrated. Odoo is a modular all-in-one solution, as I mentioned earlier, which means that because of all the data is centralized, it makes all of the integration possible. You can deploy Odoo on SaaS, on-premise, or even on your own shared hosting services if that's something that you prefer. We do guarantee data integrity and uptime of our cloud services on the same level as AWS does. So with that being said, let's jump into the benefits of becoming a partner. So there are several benefits, and I want to highlight some of them on different slides here. And one of them is that you have access to Odoo's enterprise source code. On the technical and functional side, we will give you access to all our products, our product testing and product development. So you can create multiple instances if you want with the with access to the source code, so you can modify it, build API connectors if it's something that you're interested in doing as well. In addition, you have access to Odoo SH. Odoo SH is a platform as a service. It allows you to deploy your own cloud platform in a couple of clicks, and it also comes with an email server for yourself. Odoo SH gives you the flexibility to choose the best deployment architecture and lets you easily adjust your configuration as your needs evolve. You also get published as an official partner on Odoo's website. This is a huge marketing advantage that partners always take, advantage of. And that's because the website has a lot of traction. We receive more than 1.6 million visits per month. And those visitors are essentially clients looking for solutions. And if you're published as one of our partners, then that means that is another way for you to generate leads. Once you are certified with the through the Odoo certifications, that's something that you can always publish on this website just to give you more recognition. And if you are, say, certified in anything else, you can use this as a use case, right? To give yourself more legitimacy on the fact that you are an expert in the services that you are promoting. So again, you get published on Odoo's website, allowing you to have access to all the visitors that our website gets. And then you also get a dedicated account manager. I would say that this is a very huge and important benefit because no matter how many years of experience you have in the industry, it is constantly evolving. And even if you are, say, an expert already in developing or ERPs, if Odoo is a new solution for your company, there will be a learning curve. And with everything, it may take some time to just get a feel of how everything really works within Odoo, how you can connect certain apps to the next. And the account manager is here to help you with that, even through the implementation. The account manager is responsible for supporting the partners in the region by building marketing strategies to essentially help you generate leads by sharing data inputs. They also help in best practices, and even you can even consider them almost like a technical salesperson as part of your team. So what IP platform too, and you are just running into some roadblock, you can contact your account manager and they can help you prepare a demo for them, showing them how the platform works. And you can make this specifically to meet their needs, to highlight the exact capabilities and features that your end client wants to see. And if you're not comfortable doing the demo for your end client, the account manager is here to do it on your behalf. So this is a great benefit that you get as a partner here at Odoo. We also provide you with resources on how to become a successful partner again. So we provide you with additional training materials if you want to take advantage of them. And it's all to help you grow your business with Odoo and improve your marketing strategies and also how to host events. And for some additional benefits are that you can use Odoo's name as a trademark. You have the ability to extend databases of Odoo Enterprise, and this is an important one because as a partner, you essentially have your own sandbox, and in the sandbox, you are able to pretty much deploy your business in test mode and ensure that all the capabilities and features that you want to be able to do in your production version is actually something that is met. And when you're ready to actually put it live and into production, you're able to do that. So you have a sandbox to use to your needs, test out things to make sure that it works up to your standards, and then launch for production. So this is a huge benefit that you get as a partner as well. And another benefit is that you have access to support packs. Support packs are additional hours that you can purchase. Say if you have a big project and need more assistance, say in certain development areas, then you can purchase the support pack and you will have someone from Odoo assist you in those matters. As a partner, you get 30% discount in your support pack purchase, which is why I say that it's a big advantage for our partners to utilize. And lastly, you are also able to host events with Odoo in order to help you generate more leads. And prior to COVID, these events, we'd go out to local regional offices and host these events. But of course, because of COVID, now everything's just virtual. But if things come back to being how they used to, or even better, we'd always be able to partner with you and have you join us as a sponsor and essentially help you generate more leads through these events. So now that we've learned about the benefits, we can jump into how you can monetize as a partner here at Odoo. So the first one is that depending on the level of partnership that you're enrolled in, as you can see here, we have three. We have the Ready, the Silver, and the Gold partnership. So depending on the level of partnership you enroll in is the amount or percentage of commission you'll receive. So say you come in as a Ready partner, as you can see on the screen, you would be getting 10% in commission. The second way to monetize is through commissions on Odoo SH. We want people hosting on cloud or on Odoo SH specifically because it makes updating and improving the client experience more feasible. And this is something that you can sell. So you can use that as a selling point to your end client as well, that if they were to host their data in our cloud, it'd be a lot easier for them to get updates on any new their modules would be getting updated instantly as the developments and updates come out. Right now, we are currently offering 100% commission on Odoo SH hosting, and it's capped at $1,728 per year per project. And for the essence of time for this presentation alone, I won't be going over the calculations with you as far as commissions would look for either one of these options. But if you are interested, you can head onto our homepage and you can calculate the cost, or you can contact me after the presentation and I'd be more than happy to go over that with you. The third way that you can monetize is by selling services before implementation, during, or even after. It is up to you how much you want to set your rates for. So you define the rate for any services that you offer your end client. And those services can vary from project management, project analysis, data migration, functional training to your end customer, and even continuous support. The fourth way that you can monetize is by developing apps. So say that you have an awesome development team and you find a very efficient way of integrating a third-party app. You can essentially build it, develop it, and add it to Odoo's App Store. We have a third-party app store that it's made up by a lot of different applications that our partners and other community users have developed and created. And essentially, you'd consider this a passive way of generating more income. Not only would you be receiving the income from uploading these applications to our app store, but you would also be generating a new lead. So you can always follow up with this, the client say, and see if there's more business for you there. And lastly, a lot of partners consult one another for services. So if you specialize on certain verticals, then other partners may be contacting you for your guidance and experience, and pretty much you'd just be charging for those services. So to recap, you can monetize Odoo through the sale of licensing and apps, having clients host on Odoo SH. You can sell services at your own rates, develop an app, upload it to a third-party app store, and lastly, offer services to other partners or partner up with our other official partners. Now, knowing all this, let's take a look at what it requires for you to become a partner. So it's pretty simple. There's only 3 requirements that you need to meet, and that is the number of users. So if you're implementing Odoo and have 10 users or are coming in as a partner with a project that has 10 users, that automatically makes you eligible for a Ready partnership. We only expect that you get one certification. And of course, this one certification is something that you would essentially need because you want to ensure your end client that you are Odoo certified. So it's just another investment for your partnership and your business. And you'd be able to also publish that on your website. So again, depending on the number of users that you're coming in with is a level of partnership that you would be eligible for. And the commission that you get, going back to the slide when we discussed the commission, if you remember, is really based on the number of users. So in this case, the maximum commission we saw was at 20%, and that would be for when you have 200 users. I do want to mention that the initial investment or annual investment for a partnership is $3,950, and I consider it an investment because you can qualify for a $2,600 credit for internal licensing and users if you do decide to join as a partner. And you also have to take into account that there is a $250 one-time fee for the certification. But again, that's only to certify yourself, your end client, and give more legitimacy to your partnership, saying you are an Odoo expert. So essentially, these are the only 3 requirements that we do ask our partners to present to us when they're ready to become a partner. And we'd be more than happy to help you get started and through the implementation. This is all that I have for you today. I do appreciate your time, and I hope you have been keeping my coworkers JC and Jimmy busy in the chatter with your questions. If you want to know anything more about Odoo or are interested in having a demo or meeting with me, my contact information is on the screen. You can email me at biag@odoo.com. Again, that's biag@odoo.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions for you or even just go over the partnership with you again, or even the costs that I didn't mention or went through with you here on this presentation. But thank you so much for connecting. You can also follow us on social media. We are always updating and posting any new updates and releases with the company. So I hope to hear from you soon. And thank you so much again for joining us today. It was a pleasure presenting for you.